In September 2015, China celebrated their World War II victory over Japan with a massive military parade. Roughly 12,000 troops marched through Tiananmen Square, a small fraction of China's total military manpower. Military size often correlates with global influence, so we wanted to know, what are the world's biggest militaries? Well, military strength can be measured in a number of different ways. In terms of total troop levels, China takes the lead, with roughly 3 million armed forces personnel. That's about twice as many as the United States. This figure includes paramilitary forces, who may serve to replace or support the military when necessary. However, it does not include reserve troops. In fact, accounting for reserve troops would boost North Korea to 5 million troops. This is due to North Korea's mandatory conscription, forcing all citizens to serve for a period of 10 years. One can also measure military power through total military expenditure. You might have a 5 million strong army, but a small fleet of expensive aircraft would have little trouble winning a war of attrition. In this regard, the United States is by far the most powerful army in the world. With a budget of roughly $600 billion, the US spends more on its military than the next 7 countries combined. China, the next biggest spender, has a military budget of about $130 billion. The United States' massive military budget also means that it has more military hardware than any other country, including weapons and vehicles. But the dawn of the atomic age radically changed the rules of warfare. Just like a large army can't stand against superior equipment, a well-funded military doesn't have much of a chance against a nuclear weapon. And while it doesn't really matter how many nukes a country has, it's still telling when a country amasses a huge number of them. Only 9 countries officially hold nukes, of which there are more than 15,000 worldwide. 98% of them are owned by only 2 countries. As of 2015, Russia holds about 7,500 nuclear weapons. However, many of them are in need of updates and date back to the Cold War. The United States holds about 7,200 nukes and spends more money on them than the other 8 countries combined. Additionally, the US's nukes are spread around the world, hosted in a number of allied countries, and ready to retaliate faster than any belligerent nation. Although the criteria for what constitutes the most powerful military can vary, there is little debate that the militaries of China, Russia, and the United States are considered the most powerful in the world. And although tensions have been high between these superpowers, especially in regards to Russia and the US, some experts say that having massive militaries is safer. Countries are less likely to fight enormous military campaigns, instead preferring proxy wars or diplomacy. Others say that large militaries lead to more conflict because so much of the economy and workforce are dependent on continued military funding. This situation is known as the military-industrial complex and is a controversial reality of massively militarized countries. To learn more about the US's military relationship, check out this video. Well, the term is most attributed to President Dwight D. Eisenhower. He was one of the highest-ranked generals in US history and served during World War II. As he left office in 1961, he advised that military power was necessary to maintain peace. However, he warned against the military-industrial complex, or the self-perpetuating relationship between the economy, the military, and the government. Thanks for watching TestTube News. Like and subscribe to see new videos every day.